Lions Club saved me in my life, in my childhood, in everything I've ever been through.
We serve. We're not above you, we're not beneath you, but we are always with you. We pledge allegiance to our country and to the cause of peace throughout the world. We believe in the principles of Lionism as contained in the Code of Ethics. We are proud to be Lions, dedicated to the service of others. Who are we? Lions Club. And what we do, we serve. Who are we? Lions Club. And what we do, we serve. Who are we? Lions Club. And what we do, we serve. Who are we? Lions Club. And what we do, we serve. And what we do, we serve. And what we do, we serve. What we do, we serve.
All right, how you doing, Lion Club family all over the world? We want to say we love you. Keep up the good work in the service. And guess who we have with us today? Look at that. We have
Just Brian.
Just Brian. You know, Brian, I've been encouraged and inspired by Brian over the years, especially the last 3 years when he was president. And it encouraged me to step up my game as a Lions Club member in service. And so today, because we're talking about testimonies, and we all have testimonies, we're going to get Lion Brian's testimony about being a Lion, how he became a Lion, and how is he making a mark today, even though he's not president of the Lions Club right now.
We're always making a mark. Always. That's what we have to do. We have to tell our stories, and that's the most important thing. Myron, I love your energy. It's about being excited. It's about loving the great things that we continue to do. So I'm part of a 4th-generation Lions family. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No.
My father and my mother were Lions. I inducted her when she was 101. And our children are Lions, and my wife Lori's grandfather and father are Lions. So
wow.
My dad taught me at a very early age. He didn't ask me. He's not the one that asked me. My friends asked me. But it's about giving back to our communities. That's the most important thing. It's about the president's message this year. You leave your mark. And there's no better way to leave a mark than to be able to become a Lion, because we help our communities out, our communities first. And then we're also part of a global organization. So we immediately help out millions and millions of people every day. It's awesome, isn't it?
It's contagious to me.
It is.
You know, I love it. And what else can we do, or what message do we have for our fellow Lion Club members who can't get out at the time? You know, they struggling with health issues, but they still part of the Lions Club family. And how can any words of encouragement?
It's about having that Lions in your heart, no matter what you do. It's always, every single day when we wake up, we see the great things that Lions are doing, and you're a part of that. No matter what, and no matter where it happens in the world, you are a part of that. And I think the most important thing is we all have one job. We have one big service project we have to continue to do all the time, only one. And that is to be able to spread the word of Lionism around the world and the great things that we do. Give people that opportunity. And especially young members. We were talking about young members earlier.
That's right.
They are not our future, they are our present. They are our now.
That's right.
It's so great to be able to see everybody working very hard, doing awesome things.
Yes. I love your energy, Brian. You still have it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. We'll always have that.
Well, we want to thank you so much for coming out today and just, staying a part of the vision and the mission. And to our fellow Lion Club members all over the world, stay encouraged. And like Lion Brian said, you can use your mouth and stay a part of it. Tell somebody, tell a friend how we can continue growing and empowering and inspiring and serving.
You are awesome, and that's a fact, Jack.
That's right.
Colleen Patterson from Robbinsdale Lions, representing Lion District 5M5. I am the editor for The Informer, and I also am your website coordinator for the 5M5 website. But today we're going to talk about The Informer. Your secretaries and presidents all get it distributed to them on the 1st of the month, and they in turn distribute it out to their memberships. And it is packed full of information. You've got calendar, you've got the whose anniversaries are coming up. There's calendars of events that are coming up. And you will also note that when you're looking online, and if you see it bolded with an underline, that means there's a link that you can click on that link and go out and get more information on that specific event. So there's ways to plan your day and your future events and support your fellow Lions clubs. You have information from your district governors, district governor-elect coming up, second vice district, all the global extension teams, global membership teams. It is packed full of information. Anything coming up in the near future, like we just had Midwinter Convention, there was a lot of information regarding Midwinter Convention, the applications and events that were going on. We've got the multiple 5M district convention coming up in April, the end of April, right down here in Bloomington, I believe. So it's close to home, and there's a lot of information and a lot of sources to find out what's going on and how to connect with other Lion districts and clubs within the Minnesota area. It's also a place to share pictures of events that you've done. And here we have one of, for example, the Maple Grove Lions volunteered with the Maple Grove Fire Department and put together 650 baskets of food for 156 families. That's serving. Give them a hand. Yes. So lots of pictures. There's also a spot for the various foundations that we support, for them to have a place to put a blurb of what's going on with their foundation, what's coming up, what significant changes they've been making within their foundations. For example, I'm also tied in with Minnesota Lions Childhood Cancer Foundation, so we're putting in information about the Hamel Rodeo, the studies and research coming out of the University of Minnesota, et cetera, et cetera. The Lions also have a page, and we've got a very active Lion, a Leo young lady who is always sending me articles and updates for her section, and I want to thank Lion Eleanor for being so involved and active. It's just packed full of information. One place, we email it, and it's also available on the website, that if you don't get the email around the first of the month, you can go out to the 5M5 website and check, and there's a link that will bring it right up on your computer, and you can take a look at it at home. There'll be small versions of all the flyers, but if you click on that, it will take you to a larger, more easy to read version also. And if you're new to Lions, there's terms and abbreviations, because we do love our acronyms here, and that will help decipher some of those. And if you also want to find out how to get to something via the website, there are links and website locations. For example, the website for the district is lions5m5.org. And that is all I have today. Thank you for joining us. This is Colleen Patterson, Lion Colleen Patterson, Robbinsdale Lions. I am the Informer.
We are Lions. We bring hope where it's needed. Support causes that matter. Change lives. Change communities. Change the world. Visit lionsclubs.org to learn more.
All right, welcome back everyone to the Lions Club TV show. We're so thankful to have with us today the directors for Lions KidSight. We have Lion Tim Conaway. All right. We also have Lion Bill Thurston with us today. Yes. And I tell you, I enjoyed working with them at BC Elementary School. Got a chance to see it for myself, how fast and how quick and how smooth it was when it came to doing the vision screening test. And so, catch us up with what's going on right now.
Right now, we're in the winter months. We don't have as many community events, but we try to get into a lot of schools and preschools at this time of year.
Okay.
And so that gives us a chance to do something very fast because we get the information ahead of time about the kids we're going to screen, so we can plug that into our devices and then very quickly bring the children in and get a screen. It takes only a couple of seconds to screen the child. They sit 3 feet away from where we hold what we call a camera. It looks like an old Kodak camera.
Mm-hmm.
And they look at some sparkly lights here. And in a matter of seconds, when we get it lined up right, we get an instant reading that tells us if there are symptoms of 7 different vision problems.
Mm.
And we are able to communicate that at community events immediately to the parents. In schools, we give the information to school nurses to contact the parents. The children don't have to say anything, raise a hand, do anything at all. They just have to sit there and look at it. And I don't know if you can see the little sparkly lights. It also makes bird noises, which attracts the little kids because we can do 6 months old children. So our real target is 6 months to 6 years because we want to catch vision problems early and before they become learning problems. Screening up to age 18 in schools and at community events.
Okay. Yes. I remember a couple of months ago at the BC Elementary School. How many kids did you go through as far as with the screening that day?
It was actually over 3 days, but it was 692 children.
That's amazing to me to be able to get through.
The important part for us was, well, it's important to screen all of them, but why we really do it is to find the children who have vision problems.
Okay.
And we had over 200 children out of the 692 that had some kind of an indication of some kind of vision problem.
And you said earlier it was 7 different screenings.
Yeah, 7 different vision problems.
Bill, do you have any input on that as far as the 7 different screenings that we do?
It goes for lazy eye, looks for amblyopia. The trick is to get the kids while they're young, so to find out if there is a vision problem, because most children think what they see is normal because the brain adjusts for it. Okay. And this camera or scanner picks up on these different things. There are different parameters in the camera for different age groups. And that's why we ask for their date of birth. That just pinpoints it. Okay. When we do public screenings, we can just go to a range of 3 to 5 years, 6 to 19, 6 months to 11 months. And all those different parameters for those age groups are in this device. This is a medical device made by Welsh Allen, Hillrom. We've been using these in our multiple for the last 7 to 8 years now. I've been involved with the program since it first came. My wife was also a co-director, but she now has kind of fulfilled her commitment, and Tim is taking over for her. Okay. So he's been involved as a director like this past year. The purpose initially for our getting started was to grow the program. And the camera is just amazing. They're expensive because they are a medical device. But we also screen public events at the state fair. Okay. We've been doing that, and this past state fair, we screened over 3,000 children in the 12 days.
That's amazing.
So the multiple goes from Winnipeg, Manitoba, down to the Iowa border. And they're broken down into different, if you will, liken it to counties. 5M5, which is what we're part of, is basically all of Hennepin County.
Okay.
So Tim is on the north side of the county, and I'm on the south side. So that way we have multiple scanners, and we coordinate the use when people have events.
Okay.
To make sure that they're comfortable with the cameras, we're comfortable giving them the cameras, and we go and assist. And once they're starting out, and it's so simple because if you just point the camera and you see the colored lights, there's no drops, there's no touching, and the bird tends to draw their attention because the camera uses an infrared signal that goes out to the eye, back to the retina, and then bounces back to the camera. So that's how that works.
Okay.
And it's so quick. The information, as Tim had said, we get prior from individuals from daycares and schools. They send us a file. We put it on a jump. We're able to plug that into the back of the camera. So all of that information is already preloaded with the child's name and date of birth. So when John Smith comes in, we can just tap that, and his birth date and his info is already in the camera. That's what makes it go so fast.
Yeah, it's amazing. I know one of the pillars is vision.
Yes.
And so it's just amazing to see how we are reaching from the smallest to the oldest. Really. So many young people have vision problems.
Oh, yeah.
And why do you think that's the case?
Oh, well, we're not medical professionals, which is one of the things that we do. This is a medical device. We're trained to use it, but we're not optometrists or ophthalmologists.
Okay.
So we can't really diagnose and guess. But I think it's just, it's just natural. Some people are going to have vision problems. It could be matters, generally speaking, matters of diet and other surroundings. Some people want to blame the use of a lot of screens for some of the problems. We don't know that for a fact, but there are a lot of assumptions on that. But if a club or a school or preschool, daycare, anybody like that wants to get a hold of us, our contact information is in the Informer. Go to lions5m5.org and click on the Informer, and you can find the contact information, and we'd love to talk to people about setting up a screen.
Thank you so much for the work that you do. Working with children, it can be a task, but y'all did a fantastic job and had a lot of help. Brooklyn Center Lions Club was there.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It went so smooth. They actually wrote cards.
Yes.
Yeah, they wrote. I had about 100 cards that were sent to us, thanking everybody for what we did that day. I thought it was a tag team where we was able to entertain the children through fitness.
Right.
And then they came in and got their eyes checked, and they paid attention. So it just went so well. And I want to do it again.
Yeah.
We're looking at the whole year. I mean, there's so many opportunities, and we can create opportunities as well as bringing a crowd where they can get their vision checked. Now, it's not just for children. We can do adults too, right?
Well, our program is aimed at kids.
Okay.
When we started out, it was to get those 6-month-old to 6-year-olds who aren't necessarily seeing an eye doctor or getting their eyes checked regularly, but who have problems. We have found problems, vision problems, with kids as young as 6 months old.
Wow.
As young as, 9, 10 months old. And some of them are more serious. There are problems that if you don't get them corrected early, then it can be there can be permanent eye damage.
Okay.
A family comes in and they've got an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, whatever. We're not going to say no to that. So we decided a while back to increase our age up to 18.
Okay.
We also find that kids going through puberty who previously had no eye problems are suddenly developing eye problems. Myopia, which is nearsightedness, seems to crop up in that group. But we do nearsighted, farsighted, gaze asymmetry, which is the eyes looking in different directions. Yeah, so we found that, the older kids need to get this as well. So that's why we raised it to 18. We assume that adults have the opportunity to go see an eye care professional and may have more input by the time they're adults about their vision. So we keep it to kids.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate you. And let's have fun doing it again.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Any questions from our viewers and you want to get in contact with KidSight, here's the email address right on the screen.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back after this public service announcement.
Camp Conquer, it's really based on health, wellness, mindfulness, meditation. Our year-round program is 5 days a week.
We do a lot of CrossFit style working out. It's hard and it's fun and it's a challenge.
I got involved with the Lions Club because it's an opportunity to give back, and it's a way to be able to help these young people do the right thing, not get hurt, not get injured, know how to eat so that their health is better, their energy is better, their focus is better.
If you want to challenge yourself and you want to grow as a person, I genuinely feel like there's no better place.
All right, you guys, we know how this works. Close your eyes, get comfortable, and let's focus on our breath. We do meditation and also a group discussion.
Do you consider playing well as a team member a success?
As we prompt these discussions, they share more and more and more. I call it the safe haven. We figure things out. We talk about it.
Through the family we have here, you have a family that's got your back, that's in it with you, that you can come here and feel good about yourself when you accomplish different goals.
Since it's hard for everybody, it's something we have in common and it brings us together.
I feel like I'm much more open to trying new things and just failing. I'm open to failing a lot more and learning from my experiences, and it's been very helpful and forcing me to grow and mature as a person.
It's such a humbling feeling to be able to help someone else, even more so when it's young people.
I don't really care who's lifting what. What I care is that they feel good about themselves, love themselves, and I'm teaching them something that's forever.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the Lions Club TV show. We want to give special thanks to our district directors from 5M5 Lions KidSight, Lion Tim Conaway, and Lion Bill Thurston. Food for thought. Stay away from foods that create mucus that can affect your eyesight. And eat foods that strengthen not just your body and your eyes, but that can eliminate mucus, like ginger, pineapple, grapefruit, and leafy green vegetables. Now, I know many of you have heard of the passing of our former United States President, our 39th President, Jimmy Carter, who also was a Lions Club member for over 70 years. We want to say thank you, and we do remember you for all your faithful service as a Lions Club member. Not only you, but many of our fellow Lions Club members who have transitioned over to a greater life. I want to say thank you, and we do remember you.
And I am with the Crystal Lions Club, and we are here on Friday night, second Wednesday of every month, and we do a steak fry. And every month we partner up with another function or another club, and tonight we are with the Brooklyn Center Lions. What we do with the money is we put it back into the community with different organizations, Seeing Eye Dogs, Eyeglasses, Diabetes Foundation. So the second Wednesday of every month, come on down to the Crystal VFW and enjoy a wonderful steak dinner.
Hi, my name is Carol, and I'm here to be honored to be served dinner by the Lions Club, which they do amazing donations and all the help that they do. So I'm proud to say that I'm here supporting them tonight and always.
I'm Lion Mike Mahegan's son, and I appreciate you guys, Brooklyn Center Lions Club, for having us out for our great steak dinner.
Woo! All right, my name is Lion Philip Musa. We're here at the VFW in Crystal. We are having a steak fry, and what we do is serve the Lions Club, and we're Brooklyn Center Lions. We serve when we serve our community. Ladies and gentlemen, also within my service, I run a soccer program in Brooklyn Center Community Center that is located at 6301 Shingle Creek Parkway. In Brooklyn Center, zip code is 55430. Number is 763-569-3400. You can register your children at the age of 8 years old to 14 years old. We have a in-house soccer program. If they don't know anything about soccer, they can come and learn. We have clinics, we have great workshop with the soccer program. It's the summer program, so please come and register your kids, bring them and let them meet other children within the program. Again, my name is Lion Phillip. What I do is serve, and I serve my community proudly. We serve. And thank you very much.
We serve, we serve. We're not above you, we're not beneath you, but we are always with you. We pledge allegiance to our country and to the cause of peace throughout the world. We believe in the principles of Lionism as contained in the Code of Ethics. We are proud to be Lions, dedicated to the service of others. Who are we? Lions Club. And what we do, we serve, we serve. Who are we? Lions Club. And what we do, we serve, we serve. Who are we? Lions Club. And what we do, we serve, we serve. Who are we? Lions Club. And what we do, we serve, we serve. And what we do, we serve, we serve. And what we do, we serve, we serve. What we do, we serve, we serve. We serve, we serve.
All of us go by where there's a need, there's a lion.
There's a need, there's a lion.
It's not an exclusive list.
Who are we?
We're the Brooklyn Center Lions.
Who are we?
Brooklyn Center Lions.
And what do?
We serve.
We serve.